Philadelphia News, team of my heart.
You ever get that feeling, that same old sting when the season starts and deep down you already sense what's coming? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. You look at this team, you look at the Sixers, and something just doesn't sit right. The excitement, the hope, the talk about a healthy Embiid, the new energy from Coach Nick Nurse, it's all there. But then, you remember, this franchise always finds itself caught in the same storm. A storm that has nothing to do with injuries or effort. No, this one's all about dollars and decisions. Because right now, there's a move the Sixers can't afford not to make. Literally. A move that could save millions, reshape the roster, and maybe, just maybe, open a real path back to contention. But here's the thing. That move comes with pain. It means saying goodbye to someone who gives this team flash, swagger, energy, and yes, headaches too. You see, while most fans are watching the scoreboard, the real game being played is in the front office, and Daryl Morey knows it. You can feel it in the tension, right? The way no one wants to talk about it, but everyone knows it's coming. You can sense it, the ticking clock before the trade deadline, the creeping weight of that luxury tax line. The Sixers are nearly $7 million over the luxury tax, and every passing game makes it worse. So you tell me, how does a team chasing glory handle that kind of pressure? Do you chase wins now or protect the future? That's the pain right there, isn't it? You want to believe in this roster. You want to think this is the year, but you also know this front office has been burned before. Overspending, overpromising, overhoping. And yet, there's something different this time. There's a spark. You can feel it every time Tyrese Maxey takes the floor. You can see it in the raw potential of VJ Edgecombe. There's a new era being born in Philly. And maybe, just maybe, this tough decision could be the one that keeps the dream alive instead of killing it. So here's what I want you to think about. What if the move everyone fears is actually the one that saves the Sixers' future? What if the name you're about to hear, the player who might be on his way out, is the key to keeping this team's long-term plan alive? Don't look away, because by the time you realize who I'm talking about, you'll understand exactly why the Sixers' next move is painfully obvious and completely necessary. You ever notice how some stories just feel too familiar? Like you've seen the same scene play out before, only this time the stakes are higher, the spotlight's brighter, and the clock is ticking louder. That's exactly where you are right now, watching your Sixers walk into a season that already feels like it's got something heavy in the air. Everyone's talking about health. Everyone's talking about Embiid's knee, Paul George's minutes, and Maxey's all-star glow-up. But the real conversation, it's happening behind closed doors. Inside those offices, the numbers don't lie. The Sixers are nearly $7 million over the luxury tax. That's not just a problem, that's a warning siren. Because once you cross that line, you don't just pay money, you pay the price in flexibility, in future moves, and who you can keep when the next big contract comes around. And you feel it, don't you? That quiet frustration. You've seen it too many times. A roster that looks good on paper, but can't stay together because of money, timing, or just bad decisions. You sit there, hoping that this year will finally be different, that someone in the front office will have the guts to do what needs to be done, even if it hurts. Because make no mistake, it's going to hurt. The Sixers can't stay over the tax and still build the kind of future you've been dreaming about. You want a team that competes every year, not one that burns out chasing a quick fix. That's why this next move isn't just about saving dollars, it's about saving direction. And here's the tricky part. The player at the center of this story isn't the villain. He's not lazy, not toxic, not a problem in the locker room. He's electric, he's streaky, he's that guy who can give you 20 on any given night and get the crowd on its feet. You love his energy, you love the fire, you even love the unpredictability, until it starts costing you something more important than points. So what happens when keeping a fan favorite means risking the team's future? When one expiring contract could decide how many years you have left to chase a title with Embiid before the window shuts for good? That's the crossroads the Sixers stand at right now. Nick Nurse knows it.
You can see it in the rotations, in how certain lineups look like auditions for the next chapter. It's almost like he's preparing for a change, a big one, a move that no one wants to talk about, but everyone knows is coming. The truth is, this team is built around the future, around Maxey's speed, Edgecombe's potential, and the hope that Embiid can still anchor it all. To protect that future, something or someone has to go. And that's where the story turns from business to heartbreak. Because after all the excitement, after all the promises, after all the noise, the Sixers' next move points to one name. The player they have to trade before February 5th if they want to dodge the tax and reset their future. And that name, the one you've probably been thinking about since the start, is Kelly Oubre Jr. Now, here's the real question. Do you think the Sixers should pull the trigger and trade Oubre before the deadline? Or try to make it work and risk paying the price later? Drop your thoughts below. And if you've watched this far, comment the word BELIEVE so we know you're riding with the Sixers through every twist and turn of this season.